Hello, children. This is Inspirational Grandma 8 coming to you again with another new message. Today I'd like to talk about gossip amongst you children. I want to start by telling you a story. There once was this young man that was brought to court on criminal charges against a crime that he did and broke the law. Well, he said that he was innocent. He pled innocent to this crime, that he was nowhere in sight. Well, a neighbor came forward and gave a very strong testimony against this young man and said he was there. He witnessed it. He saw him at the crime scene, saw the young man at the crime scene. And with this strong testimony of this neighbor, the young man ended up going to jail. So after some time in jail, new evidence came forward, and the judge brought the young man back to court and asked that the neighbor also come back to court. So the day that he was to free this young man, the judge said he wanted to ask this neighbor one question. And he asked the neighbor, "Why did you testify so strongly that you saw this man at the crime scene when he was not even there? He was nowhere around." And the foolish neighbor said, "Well, everybody in the neighborhood said that they saw him there." And the judge said, "You mean to tell me that you based your testimony against this young man on what you heard the neighbors say?" And the foolish neighbor said, "Well, everybody was saying the same thing, so it must have been true." And the judge sat back in his chair and shook his head. In his wisdom, he told this neighbor, he said, "Do you know what you've done to this young man's life? You have really scarred his life. Now, as a judge, I can order you." He says, "First of all, how far do you live from here?" And the neighbor said, "Oh, about 3 miles from the courthouse." And the judge said, "Okay. So if I order you to take this stack of papers, drive home, tear them up into little pieces, put them in a bag, and then drive the 3 miles back here. And while you're driving the 3 miles back here, I want you to pour all this paper out your window as you're driving back here the 3 miles. Come into my courtroom, and then I'm going to order you now to go back and pick up all those pieces of paper that you shred and threw out your car window. What would you say?" And the foolish neighbor said, "Well, Your Honor, I couldn't find all those papers anymore. They're out there. I could probably find some and bring back a handful, but I don't think I could find them all. The wind has blown them. They've drifted." And the judge said, "Exactly. That's what gossip does. And that's what hurts people. This is what you've done to this young man. This young man will never live the same life he lived before all of this happened. His face is out there. His name is out there. Even though I have completely exonerated him from any wrongdoing, found him completely innocent, sent him free from this court, his life will not be the same. His reputation is tarnished. His reputation has been changed. So what you've done, you've participated in this gossip, and you've hurt a young man who is your neighbor, never to be the same again." He said, "So children, with this story, I want you, when you hear gossip in the hallway, and that's all it is gossip, because you don't know if it's true or not. But before you whisper it to someone else, I want you to ask yourself these 4 questions. Is it true? Is it harmless? Is it necessary? And how would I feel if it was about me?" If you answer no to all of these, then don't talk about it. Let it die with you. Don't spread it. Walk away from that gossip. Do not participate in it. I'm going to tell you what gossip is. I maim without killing. I break hearts and ruin lives. I am cunning and malicious, and gather strength with age. The more I am quoted, the more I am believed. I have no respect for justice or truth. My victims are helpless. They cannot protect themselves against me, for I have no name and I have no face. I know where you go to school, and I lurk in quiet places. My story is but a whisper, yet I ruin another student's life and destroy confidence. My name is Gossip, and I am nobody's friend. Once I tarnish somebody's reputation, it may never be the same again. Gossip is like an infection and cannot survive unless it is spread around. Okay? That's what gossip is. It's an infection. Do not participate in gossip. If you hear something negative about another student, something that could harm them, something that could damage their reputation, something that could cause them to not want to come to school anymore. If you hear anything like that, let it die with you. Do not participate in it. Do not be part of that infection. Do not spread it. Okay? Let it die with you. I say this because to adults and children, it happens at all ages of life. Please, gossip is harmful. Gossip does no good. If you have 30 seconds of knowing something that somebody else doesn't know, and oh, I'm important because I can tell this person something they don't know, and they can be shocked and excited about it. That 30 seconds that you have a little bit of fame for a moment can damage another person for a lifetime. Please don't do that. Okay? Don't participate in it. Look what it did to this young man. How foolish that neighbor was. He can never undo what harm he did to this young man. So that's my message today. Do not participate in gossip. Unless you've got something good to say about somebody, don't say anything at all. Okay? Just be happy in your own life. Be happy in who you are. You don't need 30 seconds of negative fame. Okay? Just be happy who you are. And love that person that they're talking about. Make sure you go out of your way and say hello to them. Be a friend. Give them a pat on the back. Whatever it is. Okay? Do something good with your life. Do something to make someone else happy. And this is my message today. I love you, kids. I want you to go forward and be happy and do good things in this life for others as well as for yourself. Okay? So, Inspirational Grandma 8, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again with another new message, story, or poem. Alrighty. Have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye.